Hello, everyone. My name is Abigail Spanberger, and I'm running for governor of the Commonwealth of Virginia. I'm here at my home making this podcast for you. As you can see, my artwork, there's Lenin in the background, one of my heroes. Why are you looking at me like that? You bunch of Nazis. You think that a woman just can't become a man at the snap of her fingers. Fascist. Let me tell you, if I want to be a man today, I'm going to be a man. It's my right. And naturally, if I'm going to be a man, I might as well be the most manly man there is out there in the Commonwealth of Virginia, Rob Smith. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about my platform for governor and what I want to do for the Commonwealth. Ooh, my mouth's dry. Let me take a sip of water. Tastes funny, not like, wait a second, truth serum. Well, as I was saying, I'm running for governor, okay? And what I've been told by the dark prince of wokeness is to give polysyllamic answers to pointed questions in a nonsensical and circular way to hide my radical agenda. So that's what I'm doing. That's why during the debate with Winsome Sears, I sounded like such an idiot. But they couldn't pin me down, could they? Well, here are a few things. I even made a list of what we want to do as governor. We want to establish a department of DEI. That's right, a DEI czar. And the reason we do that is because we want to separate people and we want them to hate each other, because when that happens, we have control. Yeah, spread division. One of the most important things I want to do is I want 18-year-old boys to shower with 12-year-old girls in public schools. And I want them to shake their dongs at them. Yes. So you might ask, why? Well, as a woke progressive, one of the most important things for us to do is to tear down society. And how can you tear down society more than to destroy the nuclear family? That's what we want to do. No school choice. Can't have school choice because we want to indoctrinate children, right? So they'll vote for us and they will never learn anything about our Constitution, history, economics, or capitalism, or religion. So they will be more pliable to the stupid platitudes and nonsensical statements that we say. What else we got here? Teachers' unions. Yes, school. See, the reason we don't want school choice is because the teachers' unions give us tons of money. They are almost as corrupt as the Democratic Party. And the money all funnels back from us. So they extract it from the teacher against her will. And then the money flows to the big union. And then the union gives us a bunch of money and allows for all kinds of grift and corruption, which is why we're against the Right to Work Act, because we want unions. We don't want people to have a choice to be in a union or not, because once the union is enabled to extract money from anybody, they're at our mercy. And that money flows back to us. And as we all know, unions are corrupt. And, besides the money and the grifting, if we need them to take care of some dirty business, if you know what I mean, they're there to do it. So we don't care about children. We don't care about education. We care about power. What else we got? Oh, every morning I pray. Dear Dark Prince of left-wing wokeism, how can I follow your will today? And every day, the first thing he says is, we must mutilate children. That's right, the whole transgender thing, okay? So you got an 8-year-old boy with a liberal, awful mother. Little Johnny, do you feel like a girl today? You want to wear a dress? And little Johnny's all confused because of her liberal woke mother. And he goes, I guess so. And then the liberal woke mother takes the boy to the hospital and they cut his nuts out and they make him a eunuch the rest of his life. And the same thing happens to little girls. And the reason we want to do this is because the woke satanic prince told me to. And that's where I have my allegiance. What else we have here on my list? Let's see, destroy the nuclear family, got that. DEI czar, got that. Oh, we want mediocrity, okay? We got to have mediocrity because if we don't, and the world works on merit, everybody will recognize that, and we won't have any power anymore. The more disruptive we can make the world, the more we can say, you need us. The car tax. Yeah, I'm really good about talking circular nonsense about this. Well, you know, we try to get rid of it at one time and we have to have a revenue replacement and the general said blah, 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 blah. I'm really good at that. You got to admit, I'm really good at that. Well, we want the car tax. We want to raise the car tax. We want to raise all car taxes, all taxes. We're Democrats. We love the revenue because it gives us more power and more of an ability to control you. Now, here's another one that the Dark Prince likes a lot is we want to make Virginia a sanctuary state. Now, what does that mean, Miss Spanberger? Well, it means that of the 20 million criminals who have come across the border under the Biden administration, many of whom are murderers and rapists and violent thugs, we want them to live in Virginia. And we want them to commit all the crime they can. Why? Again, we're nihilists. We're woke, progressive nihilists. We hate everything that's come before us, okay? We're filled with hatred. How about that Charlie Kirk thing? Let me tell you, Jay Jones, I love that guy. He says what he means. Now, so we want the criminals here so that they can commit murder, and we won't have our police do anything to stop them. Remember, defund the police. But let's stay on the illegals for a second. One of the things the Dark Prince has told me we absolutely have to have, because we have to give offerings to him, is we have to have these illegal aliens rape young women. That's what they're good at. Look at what's going on in Sweden and Great Britain with the honor rapes and everything. We want that here, okay? We offer him up to the Dark Prince, and he bestows his favors upon us. Let's see, defund the police. You know what that's about. Remember the George Floyd riots in Richmond when they burned everything down and they threatened people, they killed people, they set buildings on fire. Do you remember? I didn't say a word about that. It's because I like it. The Dark Prince says, do it. Let's see what else we. Oh, here's a great one here. Abortion. See, we don't want to be reasonable about that, you know, say 15 or 16 weeks. We want the abortion on demand at any time, okay? So if a baby's being born and the head is out of the womb, but the rest of the body is in the womb, then we want the ability to take a a tube, and stick it into his brains. And then this is the way it works in an abortion clinic. And if you've never been one, they're lots of fun to go to because they suck the baby's brains out of the brain. And then they take a pair of forceps and they crush it. So we love that. But it's more to this than just that. Remember what Ralph Northam said? God, I love that guy. He said, after the baby's born, we can keep it comfortable and then we can kill it. And again, child sacrifice to the dark prince. People have been doing this for millennia, okay? And that's what we believe, okay? So when Jay Jones says he wants to see children die, that's part of what he's talking about. Now, let's see. Did I miss anything on my list? Right to work, higher taxes. I think you got it. Anyway, please vote for me because, you know, Virginia will be so much better with crime, dead babies, women being raped, higher taxes. Oh, my nutty climate control stuff. Okay, no fossil fuels at all. We'll just live off of sunshine. Okay, so anyway, vote for my ticket. Vote for I can't even say my lieutenant governor's name. Kamala Hashby. I think that's how you say it, but she's a Muslim, okay? And, you know, that's just what we need, are those kind of values here in Virginia, where we can have Sharia law. That's great. And, of course, we all know about Jay Jones. So I'm excited about the campaign. If you're excited about everything I've talked to you about, please vote for the Democratic ticket. If you're not, you're a fascist and a Nazi.
United forever in friendship and labor, our mighty republics will ever endure. The great Soviet Union will live through the ages, the dream of a people, their fortress secure. Long live our Soviet motherland, built by the people's mighty hand. Long live her people, united and free, strong in a friendship tried by fire. Long may our crimson flag inspire, shining in glory for all men to see. Through days dark and stormy, while great Lenin led us, our eyes saw the bright sun of freedom above. And Stalin, our leader, with faith in the people, inspired us to build the land that we love. For the future, destroyed the invader, and brought to our homeland the laurels of fame. Her glory will live in the memory of nations, and all generations will honor her name. Long live our Soviet motherland, built by the people's mighty hand. Long live her people, united and free, strong in a friendship tried by fire. Long may our crimson flag inspire, shining in glory for all men to see. For the future, destroyed we Soviet march.